Hello, this is SJ Talks in Life coming back at you with another video. If you're new to my channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, please, and thank you. Uh, I'm sure you guys have heard, it's all over YouTube about Keke Palmer. Um, I don't want to put the pictures on here. Uh, I decided not to post the pictures, but the pictures are all over YouTube and that, all over social media of her boyfriend attacking her in her home. It was by the grace of God that she has a camera, that she had a surveillance camera in her house, and she was able to get it on camera, the abuse, and she broke up with him and filed a restraining order and filed custody of the baby. Um, the reason why I wanted to talk about this is because um, a few months ago, or maybe 3 months ago, or whatever, Tyler Perry said that black women should just settle for a man that's paying the electric bill. I'm gonna link that video up to this one. Yeah, a lot of black women were sounding off about that. There was a big topic of conversation where Tyler Perry was basically telling black women that they needed to settle. Of course, this is the message that's always sent to black women all the time. We're always told that we need to settle, that our standards are too high. It's like people don't think that we're worthy. People don't think that black women are worthy to have standards. That they think that we're not worthy of provision and protection, and it's this narrative that black women are not worthy of provision and protection, and that we shouldn't have standards. Oh, God forbid if black women have standards. Oh, God forbid. And it's this narrative that black women are not worthy of provision and protection, and that we're supposed to settle all the time. And Tyler Perry, was basically saying, they say, well, he didn't mean it that way or whatever. Well, how did he mean it? Basically, that's what he said was black women, if he could pay the electric bill, that was okay. No, that's not okay. He needs to be paying more than the electric bill. If he had his own place, he would be paying more than the electric bill. But where I'm going with this is that this these are the kinds of things that happen. She is more successful than this man here, this Darius guy she was with. She's more successful than him, and that baby is so cute. And makes more money than he does, and he has a major issue with it. And apparently, she was having all kind of problems with him in the relationship. It started out, being blasted on social media when she went to an Usher concert. I'm trying to figure out if I addressed that or not. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out if I talked about that or not. I think I did. I don't know. I'd have to look at my videos. She went to a Usher concert and she had basically wore a dress that was inappropriate. Well, it was the dress was very revealing. It was I think she had like a bathing suit, like a sheer, uh, something sheer, and then she had like a bathing suit underneath it. Um, and she was at an Usher concert, and Usher, she was all over it. The pictures of her all over Usher and stuff. And I guess any man would be. And at the time, my thoughts were, before I knew that he was toxic, my thoughts were initially, well, what most men would have a problem with that. I'm thinking that they're getting ready to get married and all this stuff. And, my initial thought about that was, well, what man is going to want his woman parading around half dressed, pushing up on a man, regardless of whether he's an entertainer or not? So I mean, it's not too many men that will be okay with that. That was my thought, and that's true. And it's still true. But I didn't know that this relationship that she was in was toxic with this man, and I just hate to see. I just hate that Kiki is going through this. She's a nice young lady. She's a great actress. You know, she's a child actress. She's been in the entertainment industry for a long time since she was a child. And you never really hear anything other than this incident with her dressing. And the only reason why that was a big deal is because he posted something on Twitter about it. Um, but other than that, you haven't. Other than that, that's kind of minor compared to the stuff that some of the stuff that these young ladies are doing now. When you look at some of the rappers and things like that, the things that these ladies are doing now, that's kind of mild compared to a lot of things that I think they were talking about that and bringing out that point too. That's mild compared to um a all this stuff all these things that these young ladies be doing now. She's pretty wholesome, really. When you really think about it, she's pretty wholesome. I mean, she's pretty wholesome. I mean, that's really the only thing. She's a good girl. I mean, good. She's a good. Well, she's not a girl, but she's she's a nice young lady. Carries herself for the most part. Carries herself with respect for the most part. She likes to look nice and dress, wear cute clothes and pretty dresses and everything. I mean, she's an actress and she's in Hollywood, so she likes to dress the part. It is what it is. That's the industry, that she's in. And this man knew all this. This man knew this before he hooked up with her. He knew who she was. And he knew this before he hooked up with her. He knew that she was in the industry. I'm quite sure he had full knowledge of her history, her career, all that. I'm quite sure he had full knowledge of all that. And he knew all these things before he hooked up with her. Now, if it was an issue of her being more successful, then he should have moved on to somebody else that was on his level. Or he could be more successful than. But he knew all this before he hooked up with her. And this is the reason the point that I'm making is that this is the reason why that baby is so cute. Oh, he's so cute, the little baby. Isn't he adorable? He is so stinking cute. This is the reason why it's a problem. Tyler Tyler we shouldn't be sending the message to black women that they need to settle, you know, that you need to marry, someone, because we've seen it time and time again with Wendy Williams, Mary J. Blige. I could think of a whole bunch of these celebrity women off the top of my head. We've seen it time and time again where they get into these relationships with someone that makes less money than they make and is less successful, and they always have problems with the man every time. It is a major issue. It messes with the man's ego. It's not just the fact the man need to make more money. It's not about being a gold digger or be on the same level. It's not about being a gold digger. It's not the materialism part of it. It's just the general principle of it that men typically 9 times out of 10. Now there might be some slight exceptions, but in most cases, the man is going to have a problem with it, especially a black man. He's going to have a problem with his woman being more successful because we've seen it time and time again with these celebrity relationships. We've seen it time and time again with these guys, these cheating on the women. These celebrity women are getting with these guys that's making less money, less successful. And then the guys are cheating on them. They're having all kinds of problems with them. And then in the case where they get married, And thank God she didn't marry this guy. Thank God she didn't marry him. She dodged a bullet, but she had a baby by him. But she don't. If she could prove that he's abusive, that's good. She filed the paperwork. She has him on camera. So the court. She's gonna get full custody of that baby. She's gonna get. I don't think he should even be around that baby if he's abusive. If he's abusive, he shouldn't even be around that baby. Because we've heard too many cases of men taking things out on the children to get back at the mother. It's too risky. It's too risky, you know. And so she can do that. She has proof and everything that he's abusive, and she can get full custody of the baby. He's probably gonna, if he visits the child, he's probably gonna have supervised visitation, that type of situation. That man needs to get himself some help. He needs to get some help. He's got issues. And I pray that Keke is safe. I pray that her and that baby is safe. I hate to see her going through this. She's a nice young lady, very talented, beautiful young lady. Young sister. I really hate to see her going through this. I really do. I really pray that her and that baby is going to be safe. And that man need to get him some help. He needs to get him some help. And she might have to move. She might have to move, somewhere where he don't know where she at. I know that might be hard to do, but and then supervised visits, but not at the house. Not at the house. And so that might be something that she's gonna have to do. Maybe hire some security. I don't know how long her coin is, but she might want to hire some security in that, because I don't want to hear about anything tragic with her. I don't. We know the black femicide rate is on 10, and I really don't want to hear uh, any. I'm kind of worried. I'm kind of worried about Kiki. I'm kind of worried. So I'm pray that she and that baby is going to be safe. Hopefully when he sees that all this is hitting, because this is the pictures. I didn't want to post the pictures, but yeah, he's attacking her right there in her living room, and it's posted all over YouTube and social media. It's all over. I've seen it. It's in Google Images and everything. It's all over. So hopefully when he sees that he's on blast, that he'll come to his senses and be like, well, yeah, I better chill out. I'm looking kind of bad out here. Let me go ahead and chill out. So he needs to get some help. He's got a problem. And then, we're going to go with this narrative that men, the red pill. I've already been reading comments. They're blaming her, for, I'm so sick of this. I don't know what to do. So tired of black women being blamed for abuse, getting abused. And, I'm so tired of, when things happen to black women that we get blamed for it. I'm so sick and tired of that. There is absolutely no reason and no excuse to put your hands and feet on a woman. That is absolutely no excuse under the sun. I don't care what she said or whatever. There is no reason why he should be putting his hands on her. You are to never put your hands on a woman unless it's loving hands. You don't ever raise your hand to strike a woman. Never do that. And it takes a real coward a man to put his hands on a woman. You're a coward. You are any man that puts his hands on a woman, he's a coward. And it's no reason for under the sun for any man to be putting his hands on a woman. There's no reason whatsoever. And it's 100% unacceptable. He had no business putting his hands on her and doing it he was doing it around that baby. That is not okay. And she gotta try to get this nipped in the bud before this baby gets older and really be traumatized. you know, because that's not okay. It's not okay. I really feel bad for that baby that, you know, but he can't be trusted around this child, you know? He's going to have supervised visitation. He's not going to be able to be trusted around this child, you know, by himself. We've heard of some bad cases, you know, where men doing things to the children, unaliving children and things like that to get back at the mother. We don't want that to happen. We don't have nothing to happen to that precious baby. So I pray that Kiki and that baby is going to be safe, and that Kane go get him some help. Yeah, I called him a Kane. To go get him some help, because I don't have no respect for a man that puts his hands on a woman. I don't have no respect for that. I'm sorry. I don't have no. I'm not sorry. Sorry, not sorry. I don't have no respect for a man that puts his hands on a woman to try to beat and attack a woman. That is not okay in any sense of the word. It's not okay. And these are the kinds of things that happen when black women settle and take someone that's less successful than they are. It's not about being a gold digger or nothing like that. It's just most of the times these men have a problem with it. And I think that's what it boils down to. He can't handle her success. But he knew that when he hooked up with her. He knew who she was. He knew she was in the industry. He knew that when she was supposed to give up her career and go work at McDonald's. I don't know what he expected her to do. She's supposed to give up her career and go work at McDonald's. Is that what he wanted? That's what he expected? He expected her to give up her career? Oh, that's what she does. And I think she said she has some type of company. I've seen one of her interviews and she's running some type of company, a production company or something. No, this is her. This is what she does. This is her career. She's been in the industry since she was a child. I don't know what he thought. He knew that. He knew who he was dealing with. Now, if he couldn't mentally handle it, he should have moved on to somebody that was more on his level. See? And this is what happens when you hook up with the guy that just can pay the electric bill. These are the types of problems that you get. Stop telling black women to settle. Stop it. Because black women got to go through all kind of stuff. This is by the grace of God she didn't marry him. She be paying him $30,000 a month. It's by the grace of God she didn't marry him. She dodged a huge bullet. She was smart there. She played it smart there. Hmm. I just hope that this is a lesson for her. I just hope that she's still young yet, and I hope that she has learned from this. It's a learning. That's what I always say about these young ladies. It's a learning experience. That's what I always say. It's a learning experience. She's got to learn just like all the rest of us ladies out here had to learn. It's a learning experience, and she'll learn from it. She'll get stronger. She'll be wiser from this situation. She'll be a testimony. You never know what'll come out of this. You never know what kinds of blessings could come from her learning from this experience. She might be able to help some other young ladies. You know what I mean? So it's going to be a learning experience for her. And I just hope that everything works out for her and that baby turns out safe. But yeah, that Kane need to get help. He got major issues. Okay, hit me up in that comment section. Let me know what your thoughts are on that situation. It's all over YouTube, everywhere. You know. Be nice in my comment section. If you come in my comment section with some ugliness, I'm gonna get rid. I'm gonna get you off. If you come in my don't come in my comment section with no ugliness. You can voice your opinion without being ugly. Okay, go ahead, hit that like, subscribe, and notification bell. Until the next video, be blessed.